in a skiing accident and he can't walk. So he thought he'd confound everybody by flying instead.
Shadow microlights have been built in Suffolk for a decade. Over 200 are flying in 28 different countries. The latest aircraft to roll out of the Leiston factory has been specially adapted for a severely disabled pilot. Former Royal Naval helicopter pilot Trevor Jones served in the Falklands and made national news when he rescued Richard Branson from the Irish Sea after the attempt to cross the Atlantic in a hot air balloon. 6 months later, he suffered crippling injuries after breaking his neck in a skiing accident.
He can only move his body more or less about like this. He can move his head, he can move his arms, but not his hands. So this guy knows how to fly, and I had to adapt this aircraft to suit him.
It took 3 months to adapt the Shadow microlight.
The roll control and the pitch, I mean, that was fairly easy because I just jam his wrist in there, and regardless of whether he can move his fingers or not, he can fly the plane conventionally in roll and pitch. But this side is totally different. This side here is normally a throttle, which this still is. You throttle forwards for this, but it works the rudder left and right. So with one hand jammed in here and one in here, he can fly totally conventional.
The Shadow has just been cleared by the CAA for testing, and the person in the back can pilot the aircraft conventionally if the need arises. Soon it'll be helping to raise money for people injured in sport.
There's not a greater thrill for us normal people, and I will spell that out, we are normal and very, very lucky, to see on a face of somebody who's crippled or disabilitated when they fly, because they're absolutely free.
Trevor Jones plans to fly his new microlight across the Channel next month. The Suffolk manufacturers hope this could open up a whole new world for the disabled. Lindsay Brooke, Para Marefield.
So Trevor Jones is going to be in the news again. Lindsay Brooke reporting there.